It began with a friend request on a quiet evening when the sky outside her window turned orange and the world felt too silent. Clara Evans sat alone on her couch, scrolling through her phone when a notification appeared. Ryan Pierce has sent you a friend request. She clicked on his profile. He looked harmless, a man in his 30s with brown hair, holding a coffee cup in his hand and a smile that felt warm like morning light. His posts were simple, pictures of mountains, coffee shops, and old books. She accepted the request, and within minutes a message popped up. He said, "Hey, you have great taste in books. I just finished the same one on your story and could not resist adding you." She smiled and replied, "Thank you. I love that book." From that simple exchange began something that would change everything. Clara was 27, a nurse who worked night shifts at a hospital in Denver. She had friends at work, but she mostly spent her evenings alone. She had moved to the city 2 years ago after a breakup that left her wary of people. Her apartment was quiet, her walls thin enough to hear the neighbor's television, and her heart tired enough to crave a voice that felt kind. Ryan was that voice. He talked about everything from photography to loneliness. He said he lived in Portland, worked as a freelance photographer, and traveled whenever he could. He shared photos of lakes and forests and told her he wished she could see them in person. Sometimes she wondered how he always knew the right words. He never rushed, he never flirted too soon, he just listened. Weeks turned into months. Her coworkers teased her whenever her phone lit up with a message. They called him her secret boyfriend. She laughed, but did not deny it, because somewhere deep inside she wanted to believe that someone out there cared enough to ask how her day was and mean it. Ryan suggested a video call, but every time she tried to schedule one, he had an excuse. Bad connection, bad lighting, feeling sick. She found it strange, but forgave it, because he always made her feel seen. He remembered her mother's birthday, the name of her cat, even the shift hours she hated most. After 2 months, he said he was coming to Denver for a photography project. He wanted to meet her. She hesitated for a moment because she had never met anyone from online before. But his messages had become the highlight of her days, and she could not imagine saying no. So she agreed. They decided to meet at a cafe downtown. It was small, cozy, with white curtains and old wooden chairs. She arrived early, wore her favorite blue sweater, and waited. 30 minutes passed. He texted saying he was stuck in traffic and asked her not to move. Another 30 minutes passed. He said his car broke down, but his friend would come pick her up and bring her to him. He described the car and told her to trust the driver. When a black sedan stopped outside, a man in his 40s stepped out, wearing a gray jacket and polite smile. He asked if she was Clara and said Ryan sent him. She got into the car. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. 3 days later, her coworkers filed a missing report when she did not show up for her shift. Police searched her apartment. Everything was in place, her bag and keys were there, but her phone was missing. The last message she sent was to Ryan, saying, "Okay, I'm waiting." When investigators looked up his profile, it was gone, deleted completely. The name Ryan Pierce no longer existed. His photos, his posts, even his comments vanished like smoke. The phone number linked to his account was untraceable. The IP address changed locations every few days. There was no real Ryan. Detective Laura Bennett from the Denver Cybercrime Unit took over the case. She had seen online scams, catfishing, and identity theft, but this one was different. The chat logs revealed deep manipulation. Whoever this person was, he had studied Clara's life like a book. One security camera from the cafe caught her face, and another caught her leaving with a man. The car's license plate led to Daniel Webb, a 43-year-old warehouse worker with no criminal history. When the police found him 2 weeks later in a cheap motel room, he did not resist arrest. Inside his laptop, they found everything. Hundreds of photos, Fake profiles, stolen information, dozens of women, all manipulated by the same man. He was Ryan. He was also Alex, Michael, Chris, and many others. Each profile carefully built with AI-generated pictures. He had chatted with women across the country, pretending to be someone who cared. But Clara was different, he admitted. He wanted to meet her. He said she reminded him of his sister, the one who stopped talking to him years ago. When the detective asked why he killed her, he said, because she said no. Her body was found near an abandoned quarry on the outskirts of the city. She had been strangled. No assault, no robbery, no panic marks. It was planned, clean, precise. The media called it the friend request murder. News channels replayed her smiling photos, interviews with her coworkers and safety experts, warning people about online strangers. But the world moved on. Only Detective Bennett could not. She spent nights going through his computer and found folders named after each of his victims, each filled with screenshots, messages, and voice notes. One folder was still active, the last message sent just hours before his arrest. It said, "Hey, beautiful, I saw your new post. That cafe looks nice. We should go there sometime." The name of that woman was Lily Carter. She lived in another city. Completely unaware, her online friend had just been caught for murder. When Daniel's trial began, he showed no remorse. His lawyer claimed he suffered from delusional attachment disorder, that he could not separate fantasy from reality. He sat there, calm, expressionless, while the prosecutor described how he built emotional traps to make lonely women trust him, how he used empathy like a weapon and attention like a leash. The most horrifying moment came when a short video was played in court. It was found on his phone. It showed Clara sitting in the car, looking nervous. She asked, "Where is Ryan?" His voice answered, "He is waiting." Then there was silence, then a soft sob, and then the screen went black. The entire courtroom froze. That 15-second clip aired across every news channel. It became the sound of fear itself, the sound of digital trust breaking forever. Detective Bennett started speaking at cyber safety conferences after that case. She said, "We talk about monsters as if they hide in the dark, but now they hide behind profile pictures and good grammar. They do not need to break into your house. They just need you to answer their message once." Clara's mother, Margaret, never deleted her daughter's profile. She couldn't. Every year on her birthday, she posted the same message. "Happy birthday, my sweet girl. You always saw good in people. I wish they had seen it in you." People commented, hearts and prayers, and moved on. But one day, months after the trial, a new comment appeared on the same post. It was from a profile with the same photo, the same coffee cup smile, the same name, Ryan Pierce. The message said, "Hey Margaret, you have the same smile as Clara. I could not resist adding you." The police tried to trace it, but the account disappeared within hours. Some say it was a hacker, some say it was Daniel's fan copying him, but Margaret never believed that. She said, "Sometimes evil does not need a person to carry it. Sometimes it learns how to live on its own, through the screen, waiting for another lonely heart to answer." Now, whenever Detective Bennett gives a talk, she tells this story. She says, "People think digital danger means stolen passwords, but it means stolen trust. It means someone out there knows how to sound like everything you ever wanted to hear." She pauses, then says, "If someone online seems too perfect, too understanding, too available, too good to be real, it is because they are." And when the audience leaves that hall, many of them check their friend lists and find names they don't remember adding. Some delete them, some don't, because everyone thinks they are safe until the message comes. Hey, you have great taste in books. I could not resist adding you.